16th, 2024, also known as Justo-geddon.
Fuck you,
Justo's
Justin.
getting fucked up the ass today. The Liberal Party is being crashed with no survivors. It turns even the Toronto Star has forsaken Justin Trudeau. Justo cries out, Eli, sabachthani. My lord, the editorial staff at the Toronto Star, why hast thou forsaken me? Why hast thou turned thy back on me and left me a cold, long walk in the snow like my father Pierre had 40 years ago? And it looks like it's going to be 41 years to the day from when the country told Trudeau the Elder to go fuck himself, that Justo will too take that long, cold walk through the snow into the sweet release of political death. And all of us can celebrate the ruins of our destroyed, broken, bankrupt country, everybody.
Destroyed.
It's literally fucking ruined. Well, this is the general sentiment in Canada towards Justo right now.
Here we go. Let's get Ash back in there. Here it is, guys. What do you think?
Justo. Look at this, man.
Whoa.
Justo, no!
Justo!
Not for Trudeau! Not for Justo! Let's go! Ring it up, Canada! One more time! Look at this, man. Oh, no! And Justo just shuffles off. Whoa! I'm surprised Justin didn't go, arrest him! Arrest him for treason and blasphemy against the LGBTQ elder state. We got a banger of a show for you guys. We're going to start off with all of the Justo news.
It's really fun.
We're now on Resign Watch. CNN has launched a 24/7, or sorry, not CNN. May as well be, though. The CBC has launched a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week Resign Watch program. For like, today it all collapsed. Today, Justo is felted.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time now. Ooh, it's going to be a tough birthday. Do you know Justo was born on Christmas Day?
No.
No wonder he thinks he's the Messiah and thinks that he can walk on the water and thinks that he's Jesus Christ. Justo was born on Christmas Day. It's gonna be a tough birthday for Justo. At Casa de Justo, there's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth for his birthday, buddy. It's gonna be a tough Christmas as he tries to wait it out, as he tries to grind it out. But the confirmation of his demise was confirmed today by Jagmeet. We're going to walk through the entire timeline of how we got here. And the thing is, it really is all thanks to President Donald Trump. Donald Trump's election has completely fucked the entire country of Canada.
Let's go. Let's go. It needed it.
It really needed it. Mm-hmm. On the TV today, the newscasters were very serious and very somber, and it had really sunk in that it was truly over. They said, if these tariffs go through, Canada can no longer exist as a country. They said that if these tariffs go through, the economy is going to collapse. And it's not just going to be a recession, it is going to be a full-on depression. And I watched as the news anchors for CBC, and this is a state-funded news service. Their job basically is to prop up the government, suck off Justo, come to his defense at every turn. They basically said, look, the dollar's going to collapse. It's going to go below 50 cents US. Okay? Right now, it's below 70 cents US. Now, 10 years ago, when Harper was in charge, at one time, the Canadian dollar actually was worth more than the American dollar.
Whoa!
I can remember a time, I think it was in 2008, when the Canadian dollar was at $1.10 US.
That's wild.
And it was crazy. It's like, what do you mean? Somebody says it was $1.06. So $1.06 still.
The fact that it was close to one.
When Justo came to power, I think it was somewhere in the realm of 85, 90 cents to the dollar. We're now looking at sub 65 cents by the end of the week.
Speaking of subs, we're going to need subs.
We're going to need some subs.
Or we will lose it all.
Thankfully coming US dollars, folks. Let's get some subs, fish.
Obama Pro.
So,
Phone Pro Max 5 for 10.
10 subs.
Final
Saints ask,
Let's go.
will there be a famine? I hate to say this, folks, there already is a famine.
Yeah, 30%,
So in Canada,
40%?
Yes, I think it's now 30% of Canadians go to the food bank.
Yeah.
You heard that right. It was 25% last month. I think it's 30% now of Canadians in the last 30 days went to the food bank. In Canada, we have brought back scurvy. Arrgh! Scurvy!
We talked about it on the Gum Road in Crocodile.
Canadians can no longer afford fruit and vegetables. Canadians are subsisting primarily off of ramen.
Yeah.
Ramen. So there's been 40 cases of scurvy. If you've been watching
Scurvy. The pirate
this is actually
disease.
the shit that's going on,
The pirate
man.
fucking disease.
People's teeth are fucking falling out because there's no vitamin C and shit like this. The average rent is at $2,700 a month.
For a shit box.
For a 1-bedroom in Toronto. There are now, I was listening to Pierre's speech today. There are now 1,400 homeless encampments in Ontario alone. Every city in Canada now has at least one homeless encampment. Halifax alone has 40 homeless encampments. That's just how, it's not even really a major city.
It's they
have 40 homeless encampments. Fuck, up in Kingston, they finally brought in the bulldozer to take out the fucking homeless camp.
No way, really?
They did. They went, you have 10 minutes to leave and get your shit. The bulldozers are here. But I've been hearing reports.
The one that we covered on the last show,
They just said, fucking, we're bulldozing this fucking shit to the ground.
Let's go.
The problem now is the homeless were kind of contained in this camp.
No.
So now they're just everywhere in the city. They're just everywhere now, and it's just a total fucking nightmare from hell, buddy. And everybody's like, what are we gonna fucking do? This was unthinkable. There was the odd homeless person 20 years ago where I fucking grew up. We never saw people living in tent cities. We never saw poverty like this. We never saw people that couldn't fucking afford groceries, that couldn't afford to eat. People are having to choose between eating and heating their fucking homes this winter. People are having to choose whether or not they can do Christmas this fucking winter.
That's insane.
Meanwhile, Justin Trudeau, as we're going to have a look here in this segment, is spending $70,000 a day on food.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, he's got to have the rack of lamb with the champagne.
$70,000 a day?
Yeah, no. You'll see. It's crazy. Canadians are starving. Can't even have fucking Christmas. Christmas lights are out of the question. Hydro bills are through the fucking roof. This is the craziest fucking shit
about that?
Yeah, I am fucking because I want to be able to spend $70,000 a day on food. It's not fair. Now, with the way things are going with the grocery prices up here, bud, $70,000 won't even get you Heinz fucking ketchup.
Yeah.
By this time next fucking year, shit has completely gone off the rails. So I'll just briefly explain to you guys what happened today. So the federal Liberals, when they came into power, inherited a $550 million surplus in the budget from the Conservatives, meaning that we were spending less money than we were taking in taxes, which is really phenomenal. The United States hasn't run a surplus since the fucking 90s. That's what Stephen Harper left Justo. Justo told all of us, the budgets will balance themselves. That's actually what he said. Budgets, they just balance themselves. We don't have to worry. We're just going to run a few little deficits, just, 2 or 3 years of deficits, and then the growth will balance the budget itself. Well, I'm here to tell everybody that not in any of the 10 budgets, the 10 years of Trudeau being in power, not one of the budgets has been balanced. They've all been in deficit. And they've been in deficit, and we've added more to the debt under Trudeau than every other prime minister combined. This year, they swore up and down. They said to us, we've installed guardrails on the deficit. Guardrails are meant to stop cars from going off the side of cliffs. Right? This is how Pierre said it. I'm stealing it from... This is how Pierre said it today. He goes, guardrails are meant to stop cars from going off the sides of cliffs. So they said the deficit would only be $40 billion this year. Mind you, it was a $500 million surplus when they first took power. Now $40 billion deficit, but they said it won't be $1 over that. Not a single penny more than $40 billion.
How much?
Say, they just came
45?
They just came a few
50?
million over. They just came a few million over. Maybe a couple billion over. Maybe
2 or 3.
42, 45 billion. They actually came in at a deficit of $62 billion.
What the fuck?
So they came in. They came in. It's just 30% more than was projected last week. They were saying this shit last week. They go, don't worry, it'll only be 40 billion of guardrails. No, we fucking went over the cliff.
Wow.
We went over the